Hey, I'm Schmitty, and I completely forgot what I'm doing here. Oh, Quiplash, right, Quiplash. Take a good look at your fellow players. These are your enemies. Crush them. This is round 1. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's and decide who wins. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Great, let's see what we got here. The first prompt is what no one wants to hear immediately after having sex in a barn. Okay, pick your favorite quip now. And next is the downside of being named Prom King. Ready, set, vote! Next prompt, a cheesy pickup line from a camel. Put in your votes. Round 1's over. Let's check the scoreboard. Onward to round 2. Remember, all points and bonuses are doubled. These better be good. First off, everybody looks cool on a motorcycle, except for blank. Okay, choose your favorite. Coming up next, a bumper sticker a nudist would have. Okay, vote. Next in the hopper, a campaign slogan guaranteed to get you elected president. It's voting time. That's it for round 2. Let's see those scores. Welcome to the last lash, the final round. There's just one prompt and you're all getting it. Here is your word lash task. Moment of truth. In the final round, you get to give out a gold medal to your top quip. Make it count. Okay, let's bring out those medals. All right, let's turn that into cold, hard points. All right, that's it. Time for the final scores.
Come on, wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a merciless deluge of pain and suffering. Or at least that's what I'm going for. Please fill out a comment card and rate your experience. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. There's still time to take your seat as an audience member. Sit back, relax, and maybe die. Does anyone listen to these tutorials? Who knows? Let's just play. Okay, first question. I'm looking for a new pet, but I want something with a scary name. This labradoodle just isn't doing it for me. What type of animal is a hellbender? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got it right? Lame. Here's another one. Which of these venomous snakes can be remembered by the phrase, red and yellow kills a fellow? Time's running out. Who picked this one? Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Welcome to the killing floor. Woo, woo, woo. Math alert. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 10 right, you die. Math time. Let's go. Math. Am I right? Your time is subtracting at an alarming rate. Life is pain. See, I wasn't joking when I said I'd kill you. I just totally killed you. But don't go into the light just yet. Ghosts can still win. Here at Trivia Murder Party, we believe even the deceased should have a chance to succeed. Only one player left, Tom. Well, the endgame is not quite ready, so let's do this. If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round. Let's try another one. The Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II did how many years of her reign? Who said this? Which means only you. I have a surprise for you. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. Uh-oh, this is a mess. There's blood all over this art. Great, now this snooty New York art critic I kidnapped is gonna get all judgy. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If your pattern is different than mine, I will kill you. Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work. Whatever. Alright, next question. Spoiler alert! Who cuts off their own foot with a dull hacksaw to escape an ankle chain at the end of Saw? Who said this? One of you is still alive. You're in for a treat. It's time to use your words. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. My ransom letters could use a little bit more pizzazz. I will be really upset if you can't find at least a 7-letter word. Begin. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Let's see what you could come up with. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you.
Terrible tragedy. I'd steer clear of that abandoned e-commerce headquarters if I were you. They say terrible things happen there. A party game that still had a single-player option. Some pretty senseless... You look tired, Leslie.
Yeah, it's been nuts lately. I haven't been this busy since we faked the moon landing.
Wait, we faked the moon landing?
No, we faked a fake moon landing. You know, just to mess with people.
But the first one was real.
Yeah, how do you think we met the lizard men?
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
That's the alarm that goes off when the world's man bun population has eclipsed 15%.
What do we do?
We head to the basement and we raid it out.
Okay, everybody, file out and...
Hey, your government here. We have been sorta collecting information about all of you. Now, before you get all angry and call your congressperson, let us make it up to you by turning it all into a game that we call Guespionage. Time to play. Who's up first? Ooh, I remember seeing good surveillance for this yesterday. What percentage of people have Googled themselves within the last 3 months? Make it a good guess. You'll get more points the closer your guess is to the actual percentage. Got it. 87%. Okay, everyone else. Time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. Everyone is saying lower. And the correct answer is... 28%! Terrible guess. You need to be within 30% to even get points. Who said lower? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Okay, who's up next? I'm going to search for... What percentage of people most often use toilet paper to blow their noses? %. What do y'all think? Higher or lower? Right down the middle. Okay, let's see the right answer. 35%. Ooh, just a few percentage points off. Well done. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. Who's next? All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this? What percentage of people never invite dates home if their places are messy? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? The vote is lower. Okay, right answer is 14%. Terrible guess. You need to be within 30% to get points. Who got it right? Well done. You get points. That's it for round one. Let's take a look at the scores. Secrets. Not bad, but things are a little different in round two. I'll explain as we go. Okay, who's first? What should I search for in the old Surveillance Pro next? Ooh, I know. What percentage of people have traveled outside of the country by themselves? We have an answer, 35%. In round two, you can now guess much higher or much lower. Pick one of those if you think the answer is off by 15% or more. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, you'll still have our respects, I guess. Secrets. It's unanimous again. Now let's get to the right answer. 29%. Hey, can't let that honeymoon suite go to waste just because they didn't show up for the wedding. Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. Next up. Secrets. I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this. What percentage of people keep end-of-year holiday cards on display for weeks or months after New Year's? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? Okay, let's see the right answer. 20%. Hey, you got it exactly right. Wait, do you work here? If you work here, you can't play. That's literally the only rule we have here. Who's next? This next question doesn't apply to Oscar the Grouch. What percentage of people have eaten something out of a trash can? %. Okay, higher or lower? Everyone thinks it's higher, and Surveil says 24%. Well, 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 was it worth it? Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you. It's time for the final round. By hacking hundreds of cell phones, we found the most popular answers to this question. Which actor do people prefer as Batman? Now let's see the answers. But choose carefully. Only the 3 most popular answers are worth points. Good luck! Let's see what answers you chose. Okay, computer, show us the most popular answers. And the winner is... Wow, you really know all our data, which means now we can never let you leave the facility. But great job.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, which is Greek for mighty oak. Couple quick words before we jump into the game, and it is skippable because I'm not a monster. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing, and that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you've been shushed in a movie theater. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The votes singled out. Ah, yes, you caught the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Just want to leave it to chance, huh? Okay. It's going to be... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, point at the person you would like to see in a big teddy bear costume. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Talk amongst yourselves. Seriously, talk amongst yourselves and find that faker. And everyone voted for... You found the faker. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make a face you'd have while listening to Coldplay. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker even if everyone else is wrong. Everybody voted for... The faker has been found. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you typically have Friday night. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everyone suspects. Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. This was the task. Make the face you'd have if someone told you a shocking secret, but you secretly already knew it. Vote for the faker now. And the votes were for... You all caught the faker. Finally. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person who probably knows the most about Star Wars. All right, vote for who you think the faker is. And the prime suspect was... Yep, you found the faker. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Well, we can't wait forever, so I'll just pick something. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, make the face you would have if you lost the Academy Award. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everyone voted for... That is indeed the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Never mind, we'll just do this one. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you would make at a snooty art gallery. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. All the votes went to... Well, at least you were all wrong together. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. And the task, make the face you'd have if you were the faker. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Everyone voted for... You all got together and chose the wrong person. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A nickname for a home run. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And the prime suspect was... You found the faker.
Welcome to TKO. I am the Tournament Master. The jealousy you're experiencing is perfectly normal. Just as the prophecy foretold, Earth's greatest T-shirt champions have gathered to do battle on T-Shirt Island. The prophecy also foretold a lot of stuff that didn't happen, but what are you gonna do, am I right? The road to greatness begins here, at the training grounds. You will use your device to draw 3 drawings. But what should I draw, I hear you ask? Pretty much whatever, I reply, and if you can't think of something, hit the suggestion button. Begin your first drawing now. Make haste. Excellent. This time, show me something different. Remember to use the suggestion button if you need an idea. Begin drawing 2. One drawing to go. Let your freak flag fly, man. Begin. Yes, I think we can work with these. For your last exercise, you will write as many slogans or phrases as you can. Something really clever or really dumb. I'm sure anything you write will be one of those. And don't forget that suggestion button if you're stumped. Go! Well, I know that's not your best material. Write another. That timer's not for decoration. Finish quickly. Nice hustle. Let's find out if it was worth it. Enough training. Direct your attention to your device. The fates have blessed you with a series of pictures and slogans. Select one of each to create your T-shirt champion. I don't want to pressure you, but a lot is riding on this. Excellent. The moment has come. Let the tournament begin. Gauntlet 1. Versus... Fight. Using your devices to vote. Oh, a new challenger appears. Attack! The reigning champion wins ties. Next time, get more votes. Winner! How about a training break? Use your devices to enter one new drawing and as many new slogans as you wish. Really put your back into it. Go! Time grows short. Hurry up and finish already. Make some words. As we approach the second gauntlet, the cruel winds of chance have switched around your drawings and slogans. May the spirits of humorous juxtaposition guide you. Good luck. Gauntlet 2. Versus... Attack! A new challenger appears. Fight! Winner! Brace yourselves for the final gauntlet where the toughest shirts from the previous rounds go toe-to-toe. Prepare to vote. Versus... Attack! Champion. My bloodlust is sated, and I finally have something to wear to my cousin's wedding. It's in Nantucket. Oh, talk about wedding country.
welcome to Faking It. I'm Cookie, and I promise to take what I learn in this room to my grave. Couple quick words before we jump into the game, and yes, you can skip it. Let's start by picking a category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd have if you saw how hot dogs are made. Vote for the faker now. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. And everyone voted for... Yep, you found the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of task you got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person who's the worst dancer. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Don't be afraid to talk or argue. It'll make you stronger. The vote's singled out. Ah, yes, you caught the faker. It's category picking time. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as hours since you last pooped. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. In case you didn't know, you get points for voting for the faker even if no one else does. everyone voted for... Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as you want on your left hand. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Everybody voted for... That is indeed the faker. And not a moment too soon. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Never mind, we'll just do this one. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Point at the person you think is most capable of murder. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. All the votes went to... Well, at least you were all wrong together. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person with the prettiest hands. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Everyone suspects. You all caught the faker. At the last possible moment. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. I guess I have to do everything around here. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person who probably has the most speeding tickets. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the votes were for... The faker has been found. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of task should... Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you drank alcohol before the age of 18. Vote for the faker now. And the prime suspect was... You found the faker. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both, and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So, good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A good thing to do when you're bored. Vote for for who you think seems like the faker. Everybody voted for. That is indeed the faker.
Hey, Schmitty, listen, I slept on my neck funny again, but don't worry, I'm good to host again. Ow, ow. I'm okay. Oh, this is going to be one for the books. I can feel it. Here's round one. I'm going to beam 2 prompts to your device. Answer them however you choose. What you type goes up against what someone else types, and everyone votes on the winner. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go. All right, let's have a look. First one, a new traffic law that really needs to happen. Okay, everybody pick your favorite. Okay, next one. The worst excuse Clark Kent has given Lois Lane so he could go change into Superman. It's voting time. Moving on, a weird thing for Peyton Manning to endorse. And vote. That's it for round one. Let's bring up the scoreboard. Round two is pulling into the station with double the points and bonuses. Great, let's see what we got here. Up first, a really dumb roundtable discussion would be about this topic. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. And next, what Victoria's Secret models probably do right after a fashion show. Put in your votes. Next one, a good joke to say while you're tied up in a basement. Get to voting. that's all for round 2. Fire up the scoreboard. That's right, it's round 3, the last lash. Look alive because you're all getting the same prompt this time. Finish the comic. Time to take a look. It's round 3, and you've got a shiny gold medal to award. Make your pick. Okay, who's taking home some medals? All right, let's turn that into cold, hard points. All right, that's it. Time for the final scores.
Welcome to Trivia Night, a perfect storm of unholy truths. But don't worry, it's still a pretty chill night. Oh, well, you don't want to hear me explain the game, huh? Fine, whatever. First question. What foursome of gal pals is made up of Lena, Tibby, Bridget, and Carmen? Use your device to answer the question. Right now. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, I have a surprise for you. Welcome to the killing floor. I want to see you spell. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I got some of these letters from Highlights Magazine. Don't be the person with the shortest word or you'll regret it. We've pretty much started, so don't dawdle. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you could come up with. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's a ghosty ghost. But you're not getting out of this game that easily. Ghosts still get to play and can even win the whole thing in the final round. Even death doesn't get you out of Trivia Murder Party. It's early, but here are your scores. But don't get too high or too low because you're all doomed, remember? I've got more questions for you. I know the answer to this question because I have a Google alert set up for crayon-related news. What color of Crayola crayon used to be called Prussian blue? Time's running out. And the correct answer is... this one. One of you is still alive. Let's play a game. Hello, guten Tag. Welcome back to the killing floor. Oh boy, everyone loves math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. All the other players will be playing along too. And if any of them do better than you, there will be a punishment. Time to get your math on. While you guys are doing math, I've been learning how to fold origami. Today is all about improving ourselves. Get a few more questions in you, egghead. Oh great, you're actually good at math, huh? Let's take a peek at those scores. Who's feeling the pressure? Next question. What's the Roman numeral for 150? Time's right. Who picked this? Only a ghost got it wrong. Lame. Alright, next question. What does the G stand for in MSG? Starting now. Who said this? You're in for a treat. We're going to play the finger cutting game. No one has to die in this one. Unless you refuse to participate, just choose one of your fingers to cut off. I'm sure you'll do great. Make with the cutting already. Give me your finger already. Looks like my puppies are eating well tonight. How about this? Ah! I took my big brother's trombone apart to see where the music comes from, and now I can't get it back together. Andy's gonna be home any minute. You've got to help me. What's the knob on a trombone connected to? Who picked this one? I want to show you something. Ugh, look at this mess. This piece of art has blood all over it. I think I'm using the wrong type of lid for this jar of blood. I really need to get out all the lids and match them, but that's gonna take like a whole afternoon. Memorize the pattern of blood. Do 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 ba do ba do ba do. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die. Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work. You did bad. Now bad will be done to you. The whittling down to just one player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. It wasn't easy making it here alive, and it won't be easy to escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Countries with capitals that start with B. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Here's another one. Cartoon characters with mustaches. Can you stay out of the shadows? Yoga poses. Anytime today. Magic 8-ball messages. Kill your friend and come back to life. It's the only way. Animals that lay eggs. That was kind of a gimme. killed your friend! Better get away fast. Erectile dysfunction drugs. Time is almost... So many kills! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters. Blind numbers.
A reminder to all agents, we have a camera on the coffee pot, so we know when you take the last cup and don't refill the pot. This is your final warning.
Hey Tina, you get any interesting results from tapping into those cell phone cameras?
Oh yeah. 50% of the people were taking selfies, 60% of which were in front of a bathroom mirror. 40% of those were scantily clad, gorgeous females. 100% of which reminded me that I need to up my personal grooming game.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Foolish humans.
To all agents, the break room refrigerator will be cleaned out on Friday. Please remove all personal items. This includes condiments, lunch containers, and the frozen Hitler brain. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I've played all the Tetris I can stand for the next few days. The only thing left to do? No, not switch to Dr. Mario. Take all the info your government has collected on its citizens and use it to play a little game I like to call... Espionage! Let's go! Okay, who's first? I don't know. How about... What percentage of male public restroom urinators suffer from stage fright? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual... We have an answer. 30%. Okay, everyone else. Time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. Foolish humans. Right down the middle. And Surveil says... 37%! There's a good cure for this problem. It's called 3 cups of coffee. picked higher. Ooh, points for you. Next up. Typey, typey. What percentage of people regularly purchase peanut butter and jelly packaged together in one jar? Everyone pick higher or lower. Unanimously higher. And the correct answer is 3%. The Bible prohibits wearing clothing of two woven fabrics. I think it's the same principle. Is this thing broken? No, you were all just wrong. Okay, who's up next? You know, I kind of still believe that aliens helped build the food pyramid. What percentage of people pretty much always look at nutrition labels when food shopping? Okay, higher or lower? Half and half. Okay, let's see the right answer. 21%. When shopping at McDonald's, it's 0.21%. Who got it right? Well done. You get points. That's it for round one. Let's take a look at the scores. Time for round two. Who's up first? Don't shank this one. What percentage of people have never struck golf balls with golf clubs other than putters? We have a guess, 60%. In round two, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, you'll still have our respect, I guess. The vote is lower. Okay, right answer is 32%. I've seen worse guesses. Let's see who got it right. Smart guess. Here's your points. And what have we here? Well done. Double points for saying much lower. Who's next? Finally, a topic of international importance. What percentage of people can name the 6 adult Kardashian-Jenner children? All right, what do you think? Looks like an even split. And Surveil says 13%. 2% off. That'll get you some serious points. Ah, that's too bad. That answer was closer than 15%. You shouldn't have doubled down. Next up. These people have problems. What percentage of people have ever kissed a cat? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? Everyone says higher. Now let's get to the right answer. 64%. Solidly mediocre. You got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. It's time for the final round. By mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question. What pasta variety or shape do people most like to eat? Let's see what we have. But only the top 3 answers will get you points. Ready, go! All right, let's see what everyone picked. Okay, computer, show us the most popular answers. Who's my hero? Who's my hero? It's... Congratulations! You seem to know everyone's secrets. Remind me never to cross you.